Hello and welcome viewers. Joining me today for this special discussion is a leader who not very long ago headed the BJP government in a very crucial state, a state that acts as a transition zone between BJP's dominance in the north and BJP's ambitions down south. In fact, this is now in conversation with me, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, who is newly elected MP from Haveri and also the former Karnataka CM. Mr. Bommai, firstly, let me start by congratulating you for your victory.
Thank you so much.
You're a four-time MLA. Now you've been a former chief minister as well, and now your new innings as the MP begins. How does it feel? How different is the responsibility?
Yeah, certainly I carry my state responsibility as well as a national perspective in thinking. That's the difference between a member of a Lok Sabha and an assembly. And Karnataka is one of the most progressive state. So the role of Karnataka in building the nation, as well as the Karnataka's due share, which has to be given for the growth of the Karnataka as well as growth of the nation. So this is a very crucial responsibilities we have, and we have to wear two caps. One is a state cap and another is a center. So a fine balancing has to be done. Ultimately, justice has to be given to Karnataka to give justice to India.
Right. You were talking about the due share for Karnataka. Now, this is exactly what the Congress and the opposition is saying, that one thing that the Modi government here is doing is that it is denying the South all its rights, all the amount of money that it deserves. It is taking the tax from the South and it is distributing it. In fact, one of your friends, I may say, in the Congress party, Mr. D.K. Suresh, not very long ago said that South India should be a completely different state altogether, or country altogether.
See, as far as Congress leaders, Congress government is concerned, they are trying to play politics with the people, with the economics of the state, and they are a very bad example of a real growth story of the Karnataka.
Right.
For example, the figures are totally contradicts the claim of Congress.
Okay.
If you compare 10 years of Congress devolution of funds with 10 years of NDA Modi's government, there's a huge difference, you know. For example, the tax devolution, which was 81,795 during UPA, now it is for 10 years it is 2,96,730 by the Modi government. So almost a 263% rise. And granted needs similarly, there is 290% rise from 60,000 to 2,36,000. These are the very, very factual figures. But they keep on denial. They are on the denial mode. And they catch up one percentage where the difference between 14th finance and 15th finance, there is a 1% difference. But if you take the absolute figures, ultimately we are going from 14th Finance Commission to 15th Finance Commission,
right,
which is going to end by 26th, end of 26th. We are going to get more than 1 lakh crores than 14th Finance Commission.
Okay.
But however, the recommendation which was based on so many other factors at the all India level, and the Finance Commission are the independent constitutional authority.
So clearly you're stating a lot of numbers.
It has nothing to do with a government or a Modi government.
Right.
The financial commissions, but there are so many other funds other than the finance commissions. For example, we get a fund for national highways, we get funds for railways, we get fund for metro, and we get funds for ports, we get fund for smart cities, and we get funds for the programs of Government of India like Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So apart from the devolution of funds per se, there is a huge funding from Government of India. That's how the states are running.
Correct.
And as far as you asked a very pertinent question, that a lot of taxes have been collected from South India, and see, these people are trying to once again confuse. There are two taxes, direct and indirect taxes. They are clubbing both. See, the divisible pool in the constitution, it's very clear. What are the taxes which are to be divided? That's a divisible pool.
Correct.
And everybody is getting its divisible pool. They are trying to calculate the undivisible pool, like central direct taxes, then professional taxes, income tax, cess, So they are trying to claim which is not constitutionally valid and trying to project the center as a villain in front of people of Karnataka. And in Lok Sabha they have seen that people have rejected them badly.
Right.
So people ultimately have elected this Congress government to do their job. And as far as their managing of finance is concerned, it's very pathetic. They have driven Karnataka nearly 25 years back.
Okay.
The capital expenditure has come down badly, more than 28% the capital expenditure has come down. I had presented a surplus budget. Now two budgets Mr. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, which has submitted is the deficit budget and more than 1,05,000 crores debt is raising. So he is putting Karnataka into a debt trap, total debt trap, and ultimately the Karnataka has been off the track now, and they don't have money for salaries, they don't have money for development works.
Right.
Development
Just to add on to that, Mr. Bommai, you're talking about how they've taken the state off track, promised a lot during the elections. They said we'll give this for free, we'll give that for free, and now you're looking at one, fuel prices are hiked, the prices of milk is also hiked. Now DK Shivakumar is hinting at the price of water also, which could be hiked. So do you think this over-promising before the elections and then under-delivering after the elections, this is going to come back to bite the Congress, and this is something that the people are right now watching?
Yeah, see, ultimately they had not planned for the funding of these guarantees, where 54,000 crores is required for the complete year, and they don't have that kind of monies. They had not planned for it. So they have diverted all the development funds, including SC/ST funds which are earmarked for SC/ST. They have diverted last year 11,000 crores, this year they are diverting 14,000 crores of SC/ST funds. Now the development has been halted, zero development, and they are trying to fulfill the guarantees which are also not fulfilled properly.
Right.
So it is in a mess, total mess. The Congress MLAs, the legislatures themselves have now really revolted against their own government and says that stop this nonsense and give us development.
Correct.
So what we are urging is whatever we want to do, guarantee, please do it, but make separate funds for it. But don't put in the kitty of development. At the cost of development, don't try to do it. We want development to happen because 1 year of non-development will take back the government 10 years. The cost will increase, the delay cost, the cost of material. So it is a totally not prudent economic administration Congress government is giving.
Right. Also, the other thing I need to talk about here is the fact that while you come back to power, it's not just the same number of seats that you won. I mean, the kind of power, the unanimous power that the people had given to the Modi government in 14 and 19, it's not the same. But you still have allies that have promised you all the support. Now, you might have missed out on the ministry berth as well. But again, as a very senior leader, what do you think will be the main focus of the Modi Sarkar in the coming 5 years, given the fact that there's a lot of work that needs to be done and even the Viksit Bharat agenda that the Prime Minister has set?
See, as far as this thing is, our aim was to make Modi the third time Prime Minister. So our ambition has been fulfilled. We always don't pursue the personal ambitions, even though sometimes it comes in the forefront, but not always. So here the nation first and the national leader first.
Right.
So we had Dil Mein Modi, we wanted Delhi Mein Modi.
Right.
So Dil Mein Modi, Delhi Mein Modi ho gaya hai. Now as far as the future plan of Modi is concerned, see, he is a man with a vision, he is a man with a plan, he is a man of a roadmap and a blueprint with him, and he is a pursuance, his pursuance is one of the highest. This Viksit Bharat doesn't come just out of nowhere. He has been working 10 years for Viksit Bharat. After 10 years he said that now here is a time for Bharat. Ye waqt aa gaya hai. Then second thing is that he has prepared it so well. Now he is confident that the development path of the story of development of this country will have to go forward. Correct. And nobody can take it backward.
Correct.
So for example, see, he has touched the fundamentals of this country. Here it's a country with a multifaceted culture, everything, that's okay. But even in economic strata, we have got so many economic stratas.
Right.
So the poorest of the poor has to be tackled.
Correct.
And the development story is for the poor, not for the rich.
Right.
So he has included now here the multifaceted poverty attack has yielded in 25 crores people coming out of poverty. Now, how is that has happened? He has made so many programs and he has clustered them very nicely. For example, the Swachh Bharat.
Right.
Swachh Bharat is clustered with Ayushman Bharat and then Jana Aushadhi and so on and so forth. All these programs are very well planned so that the health of a poorest of the poor, children, women.
So you're saying there's a primary scheme and there are branches to it,
Yes,
which
yes,
again
there's a
spread
cluster
out, which
where
ensure that it trickles down and helps every single poor. And also, Mr. Bommai, the other important question that I needed to ask is one of the biggest voter bases for Prime Minister Modi that has emerged over the past few years in assembly elections and also the Lok Sabha election is the women. Now, the women voter base has increased. Even Madhya Pradesh, we saw how big a factor it played.
Yeah.
But the Congress is now trying to dent into it. They bring in issues such as Manipur issue, they're talking about the wrestlers issue, and even closer to your home, in Karnataka, it's now the Revana issue which has come up, which the Congress is now trying to drag the BJP and say that while Prime Minister Modi talks about Nari Shakti in the center, here his allies are involved in all of this and Modi still continues to be in alliance with them.
I think Congress should look at its backyard. The incidents where women are raped and put into a furnace in Rajasthan and in Karnataka, series of rape, kidnap, murder of a woman. And it's a day-to-day, almost a daily news where women are raped, kidnapped, burnt, killed. So they are unable to contain their own backyard and there is a lot of attack on the woman. Secondly, as far as Manipur is concerned, Manipur is a very, very sensitive area with ethnic conflicts.
Correct.
So it has to be treated totally as a different national issue, and we are able to do it, and it will be controlled in next few days and few months because the government is at it. And these kind of ethnic conflicts have happened during UPA also, during Rajiv Gandhi time also.
Correct.
There was a ethnic conflict in Assam, ethnic conflict in Tamil Nadu, and Jammu and Kashmir is the best example. So they were unable to tackle all those things. So here is a leadership where it will take on all these ethnic issues and take it to the core and solve it.
Correct.
But these people trying to politicize it, they don't want solution to the problems.
Okay.
They want to bake their bread in the fire of the problems, including Manipur.
Right. Also, I think a lot that the Congress government has to answer at this point, even in Karnataka. Now, Rahul Gandhi goes across the nation saying that what we have done in Karnataka, we will repeat it across the nation.
Yeah.
Now, let me remind you of one of the things that's happening in Karnataka now. Besides the price rise of essential commodities, even the state government is now struggling to stay afloat. For example, the deputy CM issue that you're talking about, lots happening there. Someone talks about how DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaya's fight is now giving a political instability in the state of Karnataka. So, how do you look at this so-called Congress blueprint in Karnataka? Do you really think this is the blueprint that the Congress has to offer?
If Rahul Gandhi thinks that Karnataka is a model state, then it is going to be a disaster. For example, the Congress government has failed in economic front, and they have been harassing the people life with the price rise. As per one calculation, every month more than 6,000 rupees is additional burden on a poor people.
Correct.
That's the total price rise, including petrol, diesel, the stamp duties, the motor vehicle tax, tax on excise. So there's so many. So all put together is around 6,000 per month to the poor people. Now where the poor people will go?
Right.
The second thing is that politically also they have totally failed. And people are suffering from dengue, people are suffering from water crisis. Bangalore didn't have water. Imagine a city like Bangalore having no water. And these people, I mean, never bothered about it. They were busy politicking. And even now, People are suffering, but they are busy politicking. Deputy CM wants to become CM, CM wants to destabilize Deputy CM. So huge political crisis is there. And if this kind of unstable government, anti-people government and a corrupt government, if this is a model Rahul Gandhi looks forward, all the best to him.
Also, the other issue that I need to talk about that a lot of people across the nation are talking about is the darshan issue. Now, this is a person who's well connected across party. He has friends in BJP, in Congress. Siddaramaiah has clearly come out and said that investigation will happen as it should. There's no interference. But do you think under this government, given the sort of allegations that are coming, do you think that's really happening? And do you think the darshan issue will be dealt with justly?
To be fair, police has done a good job till now. And at the outset, Chief Minister has really kept off all the pressures which are coming, and is for the fair trial.
Correct.
Let me put it like that.
Correct.
But a lot of top politicians are there involved, and I don't know how much Siddaramaiah, how many days will really stop this kind of a pressure tactics by these people, and when he is going to succumb. That is the change of course which is going to take place. So therefore, I only demand from Chief Minister that you have done a good job till today in this case. Continue to do the job till the justice is given.
Right. Also, before we wrap this discussion up, being a former Chief Minister, someone who's been around for a long time, even your father was one of the most respected politicians of the nation. You're now part of the Modi 3.0 government. What message do you have for the people watching right now? What do we expect from the Modi Sarkar? Is there going to be anything new, or is the focus going to be on ensuring that the existing policies are boosted further?
No. See, as I told you, for the first time in 75 years of independence, here we are going to see, we are going to feel, we are going to experience the Viksit Bharat. All the hard work of 10 years is going to start yielding result in this Modi 3. In terms of elevating people from poverty, in terms of good life to the people, in terms of development, infrastructure, industrialization, agriculture production boost, and leadership in the international fora. So it will make every Indian more proud to be an Indian during this period of Viksit Kal,
right,
which will be converted into Amrit Kal later. So we are on the right path, we are with the right speed, with the right direction, and we are going to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat. And I urge that everybody should contribute to build this nation, that is Viksit Bharat. And Modi is leading by example, Prime Minister Modi is leading by example and leading from the front. And I think if we walk along with him, the goal is very, very easily achievable.
Right. Mr. Bommai, I appreciate you taking your time out for this special interview. Of course, hoping that with your support, the Modi 3.0 government does deliver all that's promised, because a lot of things have been promised, and one only hopes that happens. And also, you now have a strong opposition to counter as well. So, I appreciate you taking your time out for this special interview.
Promises will be converted into performance.
Right. Thank you.